Hi, ladies. If the idea of giving yourself an injection feels a little intimidating, trust me, you are not alone. And today I'm here to show you that it's actually a lot easier than you might think. Today I'm going to unbox my GLP-1 medication for the first time and walk you step by step through my very first solo injection. I'll be sharing some simple tips to ease any fears or confusion you might have around giving yourself an injection and any concerns about potential side effects after the injection. So let's get started. My name is Dr. Julie Kruger. I'm a licensed physical therapist and a certified health coach. And like many of you, I'm navigating menopause. And one of my biggest challenges, despite everything I know as a healthcare provider, has been finding a way to effectively lose the weight I have gained in perimenopause and menopause. After a lot of research and careful planning with my naturopath, I've decided to start the GLP-1 medication tirzepatide to support my health goals. And today I'm giving myself my very first solo injection. So let's do this together so you can see how easy and doable it really is. But first, I want to talk about a few common fears around injections. So let's start with the big one, which is fear of needles. And believe me, I get it. Even though I work in healthcare as a physical therapist, I don't give injections, and I've never been a fan of poking myself with a needle. But here's the truth. These GLP-1 needles are super tiny, and you barely feel a thing. I'm going to try to see if I can show you the needle. Look how tiny that thing is. And then if you pinch the skin around where you are injecting, you really will not feel much of anything at all. And the medication does not burn or sting going in like a lot of vaccinations typically do. Another common concern is not knowing how to handle the medication or supplies. I get my medication prescribed by my naturopath through a pharmacy she uses out of Texas. The pharmacy fills the prescription and mails it directly to me, which takes about 1 week. And my first prescription just arrived, so this is perfect timing. I'm going to walk you through unboxing everything step by step. I'll show you what's included, how to prepare your injection, and the exact steps to give yourself an injection safely. So by the end of this video, I promise you'll feel more confident about the process. So let's do that now.
Looks like it's here.
For starters, this box is much bigger than I expected it to be, since most of the GLP-1 medications just come in a little tiny vial. So I thought the box would be a lot smaller. On the front has a sticker that says open immediately, contains perishable and non-perishable items, which I appreciate because we get a lot of packages here. And I would hate to set the box aside and not open it right away, since the medications need to be refrigerated. But let's go ahead and have a look inside. All right, so we actually got quite a few things in here. For starters, looks like some paperwork, which just looks like the paperwork that you would get with just about any prescription that you pick up from the pharmacy. Also got a Ziploc bag here. It says Empower Pharmacy on the front, which is the pharmacy that my naturopath uses for the compounded tirzepatide. Let's see what we got in here. So we've got some alcohol pads, a couple bags of syringes, so that should last me a while, and some instructions for how to do subcutaneous injections. My naturopath did the first injection for me in the clinic and kind of walked me through it. So my next injection I'm due for now. So this will be my first time doing a solo injection. So it is nice that they include that just in case someone needs to review. And we've got a small sharps container, so that's good for safety with the needles. And I think almost any pharmacy, once your sharps container is full, they'll generally take that for you and dispose of it properly. And then this, get this big box out of the way. This must be the medication, the tirzepatide vial. So let's go ahead and open this. Looks like we've got some styrofoam. It's like a little cooler. And then it's got some little cold packs in there, which are still cold. And then the medication. So let's go ahead and open that. And there we go. So I'm getting ready to do my first solo injection here. So stay tuned and I'll show you how that goes. Okay, so as you can see, I have my medication vial and all of the supplies I need. Next, I'll walk you through how I prepared the injection and the steps for giving myself the injection. I'm going to go ahead and give myself my first solo GLP-1 injection. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing and what I've got to get set up. I have an alcohol pad, got a new clean syringe, and then I've got the bottle of medication, tirzepatide. So to start with, I'm going to open my alcohol pad. And I'm going to start by cleaning the top of the medication vial. And then I'm just going to find a spot on my stomach and clean it with the alcohol swab. The syringe has a little end cap on the plunger, so we'll take that off. And then we're going to take the end off the needle as well. And then I'm going to start by just drawing back just a little bit. So there's a little bit of airspace at the top of the syringe. I'm going to go ahead and tip the bottle upside down. And we're going to insert the needle into the vial. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull some medication back. And I need 10 units. So I'm just pushing the plunger back in to where I got rid of that air bubble, and it says 10 units. Take the needle out, and then I'm just going to, right where I cleaned, I'm going to give a little pinch and insert the needle. And then go ahead and depress the plunger to inject the medication. And that's it. And then we will dispose of the needle into the sharps container. And that's it. So that was pretty easy, right? Now, if for any reason you're still a little nervous or worried that you'll mess up your injection, a tip my doctor gave me was to practice by doing a dummy injection into a cushion or some other similar object just to get more comfortable before attempting the real deal. Like I said, I'm not a fan of poking myself with a needle, but it really wasn't painful at all. And I'm 100% confident that you'll be able to do this too. Now, another big question is what happens after you do the injection? I know some women are worried about the potential risks, complications, and side effects of these GLP-1 medications, and I was too. I did a lot of research before deciding to start GLP-1 for myself, and I cover all of that in detail in my first video, which I'll link in the description below. I'll also put a link at the end of this video for you as well. But I will share real quick, my naturopath gave me my very first injection in the clinic last week, and I did develop a mild headache and some intense belly bloating about 2 hours after the injection, primarily because I was dehydrated that day. I drank a couple glasses of water and the symptoms completely resolved in about 20 minutes. So one really simple thing that you can do that I'm also now doing is to be well hydrated before your first injection and stay well hydrated when taking these medications to help minimize any side effects. I also know some of you may be feeling a little conflicted, thinking, do I really need medication for weight loss? And trust me, I felt that way too. I do not like to take medications. I prefer natural methods for improving my health. But here's the thing. I was still struggling to lose the weight I had gained in perimenopause and menopause. Starting GLP-1 was about me taking control of my health, and I am not going to feel bad about that. Now, I'm not abandoning the fact that we all need to work to establish or improve good health habits. Those health habits are necessary to help ensure we keep the weight off long term. And I talk all about maintaining your weight loss in that first video as well. So again, make sure you check that out if you haven't already. But if you're here now watching this, my guess is it's because you want to feel better and be your best self. And GLP-1 is just one tool to help you get there. So if that's what you and your doctor decide is best for you, I say go for it. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more updates on my GLP-1 weight loss journey, as well as menopause tips and other health and wellness tips that I'll be sharing. And hey, if you've been nervous about giving yourself an injection, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and support you there more if I can. So I'll see you next time when I'll update you on my first full week of progress. I'll also be sharing my starting body measurements and blood work results. So make sure you turn on the notifications below so you don't miss it. And we'll tackle menopause and weight loss together. I'll see you next time.